Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. My name is Sam.
My name is Ryan.
And today we are making we are going to be putting some of our favorite musicals, plays, Broadway moments. How do I say this?
We had this idea to do a March Madness style musical head-to-head battle. We're going to pit all of our favorite theater experiences that we have seen against each other and decide collectively what our favorite theatrical experience is. So we have created a little single elimination bracket. The seeds have been doled out at random. The contenders are The Play That Goes Wrong, Frozen, The Lion King, Wicked, Hamilton, Phantom of the Opera, Heathers, and Rent.
If you peeped our little Westerberg high school sweatshirts and you're like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. Also look at the back. You should check out Infinite Wonderland store. This isn't sponsored, but Megan was kind enough to send these to me. And I'm so glad she did because I love it. You guys know I love merch. I'll put her little Instagram handle in the description. Go check her stuff out. If you're a Broadway fan, if you're a fan of anything really, she'll have some cool merch for you. So go check it out.
The rules are pretty simple. I mean, everyone knows how a tournament works, but
yeah.
What we have decided on is we have to come to a mutual agreement. Are you ready? Do you want to get started?
I just want to say I love you no matter what happens in this tournament. I love you, okay?
Also, not all of these are Broadway. Neither of us have seen Rent, saw Rent on Broadway, obviously, but we are referring to what we saw from the movie.
And bootlegs and stuff.
Samantha and I have actually sat next to each other and watched a bootleg of Heathers that I own that you will never see. I saw Hamilton on Broadway. We both saw the Disney Plus Hamilton.
I saw it in Los Angeles.
And we saw it in Los Angeles.
We did?
Yeah. The Play That Goes Wrong is one of our favorite plays ever, and we saw it in New York, and it's one of the best things ever, and I believe it's still open at New World Stages.
It just reopened.
Where Heathers was. The yarns we weave here in the theater community. Sam and Ryan, like and subscribe. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
All right. The Play That Goes Wrong versus Frozen.
So, The Play That Goes Wrong is a brilliant play. The play itself, there's a little inception, which is so clever. Yeah. It's meta. You are watching a play being put on, if that makes sense. So you see stagehands, you see the actors and everything, and basically everything that could go wrong in a production goes wrong. People get injured on stage, set pieces fall apart, people miss their entrances, people forget their lines. It is brilliant.
I was concerned for my health. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah. And then we have Frozen. I loved it when I got to come see you in it. Frozen is a lovely family musical.
Frozen is fantastic.
Yeah.
The Play That Goes Wrong is not flawed.
No, I really have no qualms with The Play That Goes Wrong. And maybe it's because there was no source material for it to compete with.
Interesting.
But for me, I'm gonna have to give this point to The Play That Goes Wrong.
I agree.
Is that where you're landing?
Yep. Winner.
We love you, Frozen.
All right.
Up next, The Lion King versus Wicked. Now, I think I could answer this in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
No tea, no shade. It's Wicked for me.
While I would argue both of these shows have moments where you can tell that they're tired, Wicked holds up.
Yeah.
And it's not that Lion King doesn't hold up, it's just it doesn't hold up as well as Wicked, in my opinion. You feel the same way?
I feel the exact same way. This point goes to Wicked.
Winner.
Good news!
Ooh, Sam, this is gonna be hard for you.
Oh, God.
Hamilton or The Phantom of the Opera?
I feel like I know the answer, but I don't want to know the answer.
It's Hamilton?
Yeah. The Phantom of the Opera, is one of my favorite musicals. I think, the music is wonderful. The stage design is incredible. The costumes, it is such a beautiful musical, but I do think Hamilton is just next tier. The writing is just unmatched.
Well,
Choreography, the set design.
One could argue the writing of The Phantom of the Opera is unmatched in a different way.
So it does feel a little apples and oranges.
It's also tough too because I was gonna say I just feel like Hamilton brought more people to musical theater than The Phantom of the Opera, but I don't know if I can actually say that.
Phantom of the Opera was a reset. Because then you also have the success of the movie that then sucked more people.
Yeah, but Hamilton is dope. Like it's
it's Hamilton.
I think if we overthink this, we'll find a reason. But just instinctually, like I think both of our gut is with Hamilton.
Ugh, it hurts me. I wanted Phantom to end up higher on this list, but we gotta go with Hamilton.
All right.
Oh, so now here we have Heathers against Rent.
I feel like I can answer this in 3 seconds.
Do we just want to say it on 3?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Rent.
I mean,
I love Heathers.
Yes.
Obviously, I love Heathers. I was there. Larry O'Keefe is goated.
The music is phenomenal.
But Heathers will never be Rent.
Yeah. And if you really think about it, what we're comparing right now to is an off-Broadway show versus a Broadway show.
It's not even about that for me. It's like we are comparing something that has had a string of incredible viral moments with something that redefined the culture, the genre, and the history.
That's really true. I think a lot of people that haven't seen Heathers but have been a part of like those viral moments might hold Heathers to a different standard.
It's tough because like Oklahoma did all of those things that I just said Rent did, but if it was Heathers versus Oklahoma, I'd be like Heathers.
Heathers, yeah.
But there was just something special about Rent, and I don't think that Heathers can beat it.
I'm going to also say Rent. So
Rent it is.
There we go.
All right. So, now we are in the semis.
Next round, I need a drink.
Angry Orchard, send us free stuff.
Please do. Next round.
Here we go, the semis. The Play That Goes Wrong versus Wicked.
Obviously, one is more like popular and successful than the other.
The Play That Goes Wrong was like one of the most enjoyable experiences I've ever had in a theater.
I like halfway agree with that sentiment, but then I think about the first time that I saw Wicked. And then I think about the second time that I saw Wicked, and the third time, and the fourth time. The magic was consistent throughout all of those for me. And I think if I see The Play That Goes Wrong more than 4 times, the gags might fall flat. It's brilliant, and I need to see it again now that it's been long enough to where I kind of forget what happens, but like, I could see Wicked probably once every 2 weeks.
Jeez.
I know.
No, you couldn't.
Well, I feel that
promise.
way now. Fine, like once a month.
I think I agree that Wicked should win.
Ayo.
All right. This matchup is wild to me.
Hamilton and Rent. I mean, yeah, 2 culture-defining musicals. I'm not shocked that both of these are in this round, but it's
very
interesting that
to have them against each
that they're against each other right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go. What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I was just gonna think out loud, but you go first.
I'm gonna go really meta.
Okay.
Because I think I know what my answer is. If we pick Rent, it's Wicked versus Rent, and I know that I would pick Wicked over Rent. If we pick Hamilton, it's Hamilton versus Wicked, and I genuinely don't know what I'd pick, which to me feels that one of these deserves to be in that final spot more than the other. I think that we're going to have a harder time picking between Wicked and Hamilton than picking between Wicked and Rent, and that to me means that those are the ones who should be in the final.
That I love that logic. You would kill it on All Stars
Drag Race.
This kind of voting elimination tactic. Hamilton really beats Rent out to me. I mean
Well, but that's also not fair because, like, when you think about Rent, you're thinking about, like, the Rent of the 90s. Like,
yeah, that's true.
If they remade Rent right now, it would probably sweep at the Tonys. Rent was the Hamilton of its
that's
time.
What's hard.
Because a decision does have to be made. I go, like, more in-game meta with it because I know I have to make a decision. So I think Hamilton is...
Hamilton!
All right.
Hamilton takes the cake.
So... I've set us up for exactly what I said, which is a pretty impossible choice based on everything that we've already said about these two things.
Wicked versus Hamilton. I feel like we're both just like thinking internally right now.
Do you have any? Cause I have an impulse. I can't really defend it yet, but I have an impulse.
My gut wants to say Wicked,
my gut wants to say Hamilton.
But then I think about the like unprecedented success that Hamilton has had, and everything. And I'm like, well, that, like, Hamilton, like, clearly beats out Wicked in that way. But also, like, the book of Hamilton is better than Wicked.
Hundo. I'm trying to think of, like, what the world was like when Hamilton came out and what people were saying. And then I'm trying to think about, like, what the world was like when Wicked came out and what people were saying. And Wicked was, dare I say, more of a pop culture phenomenon than Hamilton was.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't have been super in tune with any of it. I don't know, it was probably like 8.
Right.
The message of Wicked was something that I think everybody was here for.
The message of Wicked, and also the fact that Wicked gets Oz for free. The world building was already done by one of the most popular movies ever.
Yeah, that's true. It had some successful source material to go with. But I mean, also didn't Hamilton have some pretty successful source material to go with?
The American Story.
I think looking at the musicals on their own, not just like the effects they had on the world, I do think Hamilton is objectively a better musical than Wicked. Like, the book, the songs. I mean, even though like the music of Wicked is insane, there are some sleepers on that album. When you listen to Hamilton,
there's not a
single souping sleeper.
Hurricane.
In the eye of a hurricane.
That is the only song on that album.
Which is disappointing
that
because
I will
it's like
skip.
Yeah.
But that being said, like, wonderful, they call me, you know, something bad is happening in the world. Yeah, I don't care. I think that sealed the deal for me.
I love Hamilton. I feel like I look like I'm so like begrudgingly giving Hamilton this honor, but like I absolutely love Hamilton. Well, I also love Wicked, and it's like it's hard.
We literally picked 8 of our favorite things we've ever seen and put them against each other. Like, it's not supposed to be easy.
No, I know.
So we're going with Hamilton.
We're going with
officially.
Hamilton.
All right. They don't give us a little graphic over here.
What?
Like, Tintin, Hamilton wins.
They'll just have to Photoshop.
Yeah, we'll put it in there in text. Ding! There it is. Hamilton wins.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was a nice like mental exercise.
Yeah.
But also, this makes me want to go to New York like right now.
Right.
Broadway.
You know that we love a tier list on this channel, so this was kind of like a tier list, but with a twist. If you liked our little musical madness series and you want to see more things like it, drop a little comment down below and tell us what you want us to pit head-to-head in a good old-fashioned single elimination bracket competition for the gods.
Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, Dad. And we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.